Hello, friends. How are you doing? I hope you are doing absolutely fine. I'm Shoma and I welcome you all to my YouTube channel. Whenever we try to do something new or we try to learn something new, we feel a kind of hesitance and we fear the discomfort that we might face in doing so. It also happens amongst all the English learners. But I would tell you, don't be so much hesitant. Just start the process. You just be into the process. Initially, it may appear hard, or it may give you some discomfort. But as the time goes on, you will feel quite comfortable with the process and you will enjoy the process ultimately. In this regard, I would like to share my story of learning this language, learning English from my childhood. And I hope my story will definitely give you an inspiration and it will definitely motivate you. When I was in class 6, I started learning English and I started reading ABCD. Can you imagine? Yes. It is not because of my family's wish, but it was a compulsion. It was a compulsion from the government because I was studying in a Bengali medium government school. And that time it was a rule of the ruling party of West Bengal that you cannot read English from class 1 to class 5. It was really very much pathetic for me because from my childhood, I don't know why, I had a great passion to learn this language. From class 1 to 5, there was not a single book. There was no such subject called English. From class 6, we got a textbook in English. Uh, and that was with that book we learned ABCD: A for apple, B for ball, C for crocodile. Can you imagine when a English medium nursery student or a KG student learn this at the age of 4 and 5? At class 6 we are learning that, and from 6 to 10 we learned very basic English, very basic. That is why from the childhood I was very much weak in English, very weak. I always had a hunger, a passion for learning this language. Whenever I used to listen the English medium students conversing among them or conversing with each other in English, I used to follow them. I used to copy their accent, their way of speaking. I felt very jealous and I felt like I wished I could learn this language. I could speak like them. I can talk like them. But since I had no basic knowledge in English, so I was not able to copy them. There is no such medium also in my family. There was not a single storybook, neither in my house nor in my school. Even though I was very much interested, but I was not able to create an English speaking environment or English learning environment. Speaking to bahut dur ki baat, even I didn't have a learning environment. So initially it was very hard for me, and only one medium was there, that is English news. That time DD1 or DD2. English news I used to follow and I used to listen every day. I used to copy the newsreaders. Rini Khanna that time was my favorite newsreader, and I used to copy their accent, their way of delivering the news. I was not able to do that because I didn't have the basics that time. But when I cleared my school final, then I opted for commerce stream. For commerce stream, I just changed my whole version in English. Each and every book was in English, converted to English. Rato raat badal gaye. And I was, means, in a horrible state. The subjects were new and the language was new. Means it was such a condition that even if I wish, I cannot do anything. But teachers are not ready to make me understand line by line. So what I did, I just purchased a big fat dictionary for me. And whenever I used to study, I used to sit with that dictionary and go line by line. I can remember the first examination of class 11. It was such a pathetic examination I had ever given. Means I knew all the answers, but I was not expressed myself on the paper through my pen. It was such a pathetic condition, and still, means marks were very poor. And that time I understood that if I cannot get the command in this language right now, then my whole life and my whole career will be damaged, and I won't be able to be professionally successful, never ever in my life. So I had decided, I promised myself, I will put everything, every effort behind learning this language. And I started uh, putting all my efforts. For long 1.5 years, I tried hard. And when my higher secondary examination was there, I was quite confident about the language as well as the subjects. The HS result was satisfactory, marks were good, but I was not satisfied because that time also I was not able to speak. I was able to write anything, but I was not able to speak, which I wanted most. Then I just practiced on speaking. Throughout my graduation, those 3 years, I had practiced speaking only. And whenever I was doing graduation, I built the habit of speaking in English because some of my college friends were very much, means they were fluent in English. So it gave me an environment. So in that way, I learned English, writing as well as speaking. I hope you have got the message. A girl like me, who was absolutely blank in English from class 1 to class 10, she was able to write as well as speak fluently within a very short period of time. And she passed all the examination with English version with good marks. If I can do it, you can do it. I didn't have any environment of speaking or writing or reading, whatever I have told you, everything. So if I can do it, you can do it. Just don't delay and practice every day and be consistent with it. That's all. If you put your hard work consistently within a very short period of time, you will get the success. You will have a you will have a command and grip over this language. My story of learning English will definitely give you some amount of inspiration. If I can do it, if I can learn this language in such an adverse condition, you can also do it. You can also make it. Just you start the procedure, you start the process, be into the process. Maybe initially you find it hard, but with the passage of time you will be comfortable and you will be successful. If you like this video, then please share it with your friends and don't forget to like and pass your valuable comments because I really love to read your comments. I will see you very, very soon. Till then, be very happy, safe and strong.